today. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be answering some questions you guys asked me on my Instagram that I asked you guys to ask me. And then I'm also going to be making some shakshuka, which is like a Mediterranean North African dish. It's really good. It has like roasted peppers and tomatoes with eggs. So yeah, just keep on watching. So I'm also going to be making some hummus on the side. So you just want to start off with just a pot that you can get some garbanzo beans to simmer in, and let's go to the kitchen. Okay, so I'm just going to be cutting up the vegetables that are going to go in the shakshuka. Starting with the onion. Hopefully this time I won't cry. And I'm also going to start answering your questions. So the first question I got was, what's your favorite thing to cook? My favorite thing to cook, honestly, like if I just had to pick one thing, maybe rice, because I've been cooking it for so long. Is that lazy? And it's like the same every time for me. Like every step is the same. Like it doesn't really change unless I forgot to pay attention to the rice. But other than that, yeah, it's probably my favorite thing to cook, honestly. The next question is, can you make a cookbook? No, I can't. Oh, I wouldn't write it. I would just tell people what I'm doing and then they can write it. Because the issue is I don't measure things really, so if y'all just want a cookbook of me giving like fake measurements, like just a little, or just throw some of that in there, those are not measurements. So I can try to write y'all a cookbook, but I don't know if we're gonna make the same meal. That's why I like YouTube though, because I can kind of just show you and it can make more sense. So I can write you a little virtual video cookbook. Yeah, I can do that. So the next question is, what advice would you give to people who are new to cooking? I would just say, don't be like too hard on yourself, honestly, because I like mess up stuff all the time still. And to like get into cooking, now like people have like Instagram, all these things where you can like find recipes and stuff that like look really good to you, and you can like look it up so easily now and just like use those things that you're like, dang, I really want to know how to make that, and like start there. Peppers and garlic are roasting in the oven. We're going to move on to making the hummus. So the next question is, how can I make cooking faster but make it still taste good? I would just say, like, especially when I was in college and you just don't have a lot of time, I would get things that were like pre-diced, tomatoes, or like pre-diced onions, or things that are like garlic is pre-peeled at some places, like in containers, taking the time to cut up stuff. That can take a while. Also, if you want to, not necessarily meal prep, because I'm not that organized in my life in general, but if you want to like season or marinate meat that you know you're gonna make that week, you can make it in the beginning of the week, and honestly the longer it marinates the better it tastes, and since it has that like seasoning on it, it can last longer in the fridge. The next question is, what's my favorite store to buy ingredients? I would say honestly any store that I can find a good international section, or so sometimes that's kind of hard to find, but There's this really good, it's like an Indian market called Sudha Vida. Just like any international farmer's market is really good. So that would be my go-to. So I finished the hummus. I roasted the vegetables for about 20 minutes. I probably should have did more for 15, but we're gonna blend these up, so that's okay. And the next question I got is, do I save the best bite for last, first, or somewhere in between? And actually, funny, I love this question, first of all, because funny enough, I do this weird thing where everything I'm eating, like, on the plate has to be in each bite, if that makes sense. So say if I'm eating like rice, chicken, and like broccoli on the side, everything has to be finished at the same time because I'm crazy. So once I'm down to the last bite, I'll have like one piece of broccoli, one piece of chicken, and like 7 grains of rice. And that's the perfect bite, so I guess I do save it for last. But if you ask me, each bite is perfect because each bite is literally the same. So yeah, I'm crazy. So we just want to caramelize the onions, just get it a little more golden. So now we're going to add that red pepper garlic mixture that we made to these onions because they're looking pretty golden. Just right in there. We're also going to add some roasted red peppers. They were canned. And you can also, sometimes recipes call for plum tomatoes, but I like that these were roasted, so. And I'm just gonna turn the heat up a little bit so that this can kind of simmer some more. Seasonings that I've been using, which was a mixture of the roasted garlic as well as with some cumin. Some paprika that I already put in there with cayenne pepper and just a little bit of chili powder and some salt and black pepper. Now this has been simmering for about 20 minutes. So we are going to just make little wells like this, like basically little holes, because we're gonna add some eggs in there. And Sage is also gonna add eggs in there. I don't know. Yeah. We're both gonna add some eggs in there, right, Sage? Cool. So you just want to make a little well like this. And then crack the egg right in that well, like that. And then you just want to make like a couple of those. this is the finished product when the eggs are completely done. If you don't like over easy eggs, you can always cook it for longer, but this is traditionally just how it's made. And then to top it off, add some feta. And we'll also add some cilantro. And so my last question, someone asked me, can you make more cooking videos? And yes, I plan on making more cooking videos. I'm gonna try to be more diligent and actually get them out because I do like making them. They just take a longer time, but it's something I really enjoy. So thank you for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and all that good stuff. And tell your friends about it, and come back and watch Measure Up.